Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Unboxing Boxes with Steve. I've actually done this in a weird order. I was getting ready to get started. My 2-year-old daughter came in. She's actually left her rabbit here. And we sort of unboxed a few things before we were meant to.
Mommy.
Yeah. Hey, we got to open some of these boxes. Which one should we start with? Pick a box. Which one? You want to see what's in that one? Alright, let's check it out. Can we put Bunny over here? We'll sit Bunny there. Now I need a knife, but I don't really want to use a knife with you. We'll try and do it without a knife, okay? Alright. You're going to say, hello everyone on the camera. Wave to the camera, say hello. Good girl. Alright. Helping me today, I've got my daughter, 2-year-old daughter Tessa. She just had her 2-year-old injection, so she's a bit sad today, aren't you? Yeah? Yeah. But we're going to open some boxes. That'll cheer you up, looking at Dad's work stuff. Yeah. Alright, we'll see what's in this one. I think this is... Oh, you alright? I think this is a present I bought for myself. To go with the present that Matt bought for me. There we go. X-Pro fluid head. So that should help with the B-roll and filming. We'll have a quick look at it. Been pretty excited to get my hands on this. Yeah, you can have that if you want. Well, we got the handle. And the head itself. Awesome. Very keen to start playing with this. I've already got the tripod for it. The camera's sitting on it right now. Well, there you go. Pretty cool. That was about, I think it was about 220 Aussie. So, not too bad. It's pretty good from what I hear, so I'm keen to give that a go. We'll sit that down there. What do you reckon? Was that good? Yeah, it was alright? Yeah, throw that down there too. What about that? Do you want to throw that? Throw it on the floor? You good at throwing stuff? Yeah, that's what we just got. What about this one? Should we open this? Yeah, we'll open this one. This was addressed to Matt. Not many clues as to what it could be. Ah, I know what it is now. Very cool. I'll get to review this. We don't do too many of these sort of products in Australia. It is. And there isn't much controversy surrounding this company at the moment. EVGA. You right? It is their GTX 1060. Don't know if it's a special OC model or not. Let's take a quick look at it. There'll probably be a review on this in a week or two. There's some stickers for you. Very standard looking EVGA card. If I can get it out. Oh guys, no backplate. Epic fail. Cool. Well, it's a good looking card. Big cooler. Hopefully those VRMs are cooled well under there. Actually looks like there's thermal pads on the memory and the VRM, so shouldn't be any problems with that card. Oop, nearly hitting the head. Alright. Have you had enough fun unboxing boxes? You want to go do something else? Alright, you want to put that back in there? You want to put those back in there too? You want to open the big one? Oh, okay. Alright, so far we've pulled out the graphics card and had a good look at that. I might try and find somewhere to whack that on the shelf there. Get that out of the way. Put the box down on the ground with all the other rubbish. And what have we got? 2 boxes left. So sort of got through this pretty quickly, but that's alright. This is actually sent from Thermaltake, and if you remember last episode I was asking them if they wouldn't mind sending me one of their water cooling kits. I did request the hard pipe kit so I could do a similar build to Matt's P3. They haven't sent the hard pipes, but that's not a problem. I can get them off them later. But it's a pretty big box for the kit. We'll have a look what's in it and check it out in case any of you guys are interested in buying one of these. So, very basic instructions. This has their ring fans. We got two 120mm fans. So they're RGB. Ah, they sent the same blue. I didn't actually request the colour. Same blue as what Matt's got down there. The water block. Pacific W1 water block. I don't know if that's the same block. I think that's a different block. Yeah, Matt had an acrylic block. This is different to the one he used. So, it's very, very heavy. And it's got the mounting gear for all the current Intel platforms and AMD. So that's the water block for the CPU. V tubular T4 tubes, which I won't be using. Though I don't know if that's a problem for these fittings that they've sent. Anyway, got an assortment of fittings. This allows you to jumpstart the power supply without actually hooking anything up, so you can check the loop to make sure there's no leaks without actually having to run any power through all your bits. So if there is a leak, you can clean it up, hopefully let it dry, and it won't kill anything, hopefully. We have a pump and reservoir, quite a big one, the D5 pump and the PR22 reservoir. And I believe that's the same one Matt used. I've really got at this point I need a knife, don't I? So well, there was no knife handy, but I've got a ruler, a steel ruler. It actually works really well anyway. Bit sad, but probably should have put some pre-planning into how I'm going to open the boxes. I'm still new to this. Okay. I think that is slightly different to the one Matt had. He had an aluminium shroud the whole way around the pump. So slightly different model, but similar result at the end of the day. And all the fittings to mount it. And finally, the last thing in the box is the RL360 radiator. So I've only got... Alright, it's a 3-pack of fans, so that makes sense. 3 120mm fans will be supported by this radiator. Matt went with a 240mm version of this for his build, I'm pretty sure. And a few of you guys were concerned that that wouldn't be enough, but then these things are super thick. They hold a lot of water. So that should work well. Just got a plug at the bottom to drain it. Few instructions, don't need those. But yeah, so I will probably do some kind of build in the near future, probably on the channel with this stuff and whatever else I can get my hands on. Probably got motherboard, memory, CPU, graphics card, all that sort of stuff, so I'll just have to work out some sort of interesting case to use for the build. But that should be pretty cool, something to look forward to, something fun. Yes, and we got all the plugs and the tool to put them in and some screws to mount it. I'll move all this stuff over here because this next box has a case in it. I guess we'll attack this with the ruler, same way. Alright, so before we get into it, this is the InWin 503 case. It's been out for a while now. It's actually pretty well priced, this case, and it looks very, very cool. So yeah, incredibly, this case costs just 85 Aussie. Normally, you know, when you see this case being $80, you would think it would be 80 US, but it isn't. And I know this to be a good case because I've got a system built in one. I've got the red black one. I don't actually know what this one is, so let's find out. Oh, it's another red black one. Oh, a lot lot of static electricity on that. Whoops, what have I done? We've lost the leg. Build quality is quite good. Ah, there's screws. The screw's not in. Come on. Minor issue corrected. Alright. So on this side we have a nice big acrylic window. Sticks out, so that gives you... it looks cool, but it's also good because it gives you a bit of extra headroom on the CPU cooler if you go for a big tower style heatsink. Around the front, you ready? We're going to rip it off. Oh, that was painless. This is actually, I believe, tempered glass from memory. Yeah, so that's a tempered glass panel. So I mean, for 85 Aussie, that's a pretty cool feature because it won't... Problem when they use plastic gloss here or even some sort of acrylic is just the second you touch it, it's just scuffed up, looks like rubbish. It looks awesome the second you peel the protective plastic off, and it lasts about a second. When you start doing stuff like this, that's it. The next time you go to wipe it, it's just scuffed up and looks rubbish. So it's good to see an affordable case with a material that's actually going to stand the test of time and not look rubbish the second you peel it off. Cool little power button. You've got only one USB 3, which is a bit disappointing, but that seems to be sort of the norm on these entry-level cases. Pair of USB 2s and your audio jacks. Nice big power button, so that's pretty cool. And then you can hide the 5.25 inch drive bay if you want, and that just opens up some ventilation there. So it's a pretty cool case. And then you've got the same sort of bulging design on that side, but that's obviously an all steel door. Case, although it is mostly steel, it's very, very light. What have we got around the back? Power supply goes in the bottom. We've got 6 expansions, 7 actually, but looks like in transport they've been a bit bent out of shape. So, yeah, since the foot fell off the bottom, I think this could have been a bit beaten up in transport actually. It came from, I think, Taiwan. So, I mean, they bend back out okay, but still, if you'd paid for this, you wouldn't really want it too beaten up out of the package. Might as well have a look inside while we're here. But yeah, so inside it looks like we can fit 4 3.5 inch drives in these bays here. You can put a 2.5 inch on top, and they're all toolless by the looks of it. Oh, you need 2 screws to put the 2.5 inch in, but these are completely toolless, so that's pretty cool. We've got 3 5.25 inch drive bays up the top. Only one is external, so you can put an optical drive in there if you want, if you're still into that, but pretty pointless really for the most part. Power supply goes here. You've got external ventilation with a removable dust filter, it looks like. Oh yeah, they're just those cheap ones that you just press out, but that's alright, they work good enough. And I mean, as I said, it is an $85 computer case, so you do only get a single 120mm fan in the package. No, that is completely wrong. Ignore everything I just said. It's a cheap case, but you get 2 120mm fans in the package. You get, if I can pop this off, behind this easily to remove dust filter. Hopefully it's easy to remove. Yes, it is. Another 120mm intake fans. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so the fact that you get 2 120mm fans, dust filters all around, you got the nice tempered glass front panel, which I really like. That's a cool feature of this case. And toolless drive bays inside. It all looks, build quality looks really good for the money, so awesome value case all around really. Couldn't be doing this on a more awkward angle. There we go. And pop this back on. Oh, they've done this, so it's pretty cool the way I've done this. You can remove the front panel from only having to remove, you know, this case door. So it sort of hinges in on that side, and then you push it and it clips in. So that's cool. You'll still have to be careful with this this acrylic window because that will scuff up fairly easy though. It looks like it is a good panel, a good quality panel, but it won't be as durable as that tempered glass front panel. Adding a bit of durability so the whole case isn't all floppy and flexy, they've bent the steel over at the I/O panel here, so you've got a fair bit of strength for the fan panel and stuff. It doesn't just, and you can see they've done it again here, it's not all just weak. So basically wherever there's a sort of a thin bit of steel, they've bent it to add some strength, so it's not just a floppy mess. But there you go, that's the Unboxing Box's quick review of the 805. It is a case I have used before though, not that recently. It's been out for quite a while now, I think, this case. I remember it was either very early this year or late last year I first got my hands on it. But overall, awesome case for the money, really good value. So I'm looking forward to building another system in that one. And that pretty much concludes this episode of Unboxing Boxes with Steve. We had a few cool things to look at, nothing too extreme. I think next week we should have a lot more gear. But for the rest of this week, we have a heap of cool content coming up. I think tomorrow I'll finally have that GTX 1050 Ti 4GB versus the RX 464 gig and RX 474 gig cards. And I'll chuck in the 2GB RX 460 and 1050s into that comparison as well, just so you can compare the results. But that should be pretty cool, and I'll be updating that with the new games that have come out, Titanfall 2, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, and I think that's about it. They're the only games that have come out since I did the last comparison. But anyway, they'll be in there, and anything else I may have forgotten. And then later in the week, we'll also finally get you that $1,200 US 1440p build. I think it's about 1,900 Aussie. That's in that Cooler Master case, the ASRock motherboard, the Core i5 6600K, GTX 1050, and so on. It's a really cool build for the money, so I'm looking forward to getting that done. I'll probably set that up on a 1440p monitor at the desk here and show you it playing some games and report on the performance and all that sort of stuff, so that should be pretty interesting. Well, that's it for Unboxing Boxes this week. I hope it wasn't too unorganised and the editing made it bearable to watch. If not though, hang in there because tomorrow night's GPU comparison will be a good one. So until then, take it easy and I'll catch you tomorrow. See you guys.